All right, greetings and Hotep. I just want to document a couple of things. Um, okay, this is a short.
QIJT96. I don't know what kind of car this is. I can't tell, but this is Donnie Dwayne Flowers' house. I didn't put his CTV back up. I want to know if this is what they're spending my money on. This is the neighbor's house that he claimed had a problem with him. So, Donnie, I didn't come here to talk to you, but I do want to know where my money is. I see he doesn't add a house. That's 1316 East 15th Avenue with the little mother-in-law suite in the back. This is a house he probably added. It doesn't have an address. This is how motherfuckers can make you look like you crazy if you don't check on their ass. See how they done added something? Maybe they gonna change the addresses too. QIJT96. I don't know what kind of car this is.
Okay,
I can't
so
tell, but this is
basically,
Donnie
I am
Dwayne
still
Flowers' house. I guess
investigating
he don't put his
the theft of my
CTV back up.
identity
I
and
want to know
my
if this is what they're spending.
resources. So, Donnie Dwayne Flowers was my fake friend. The house that I went to was 1316 East 15th Avenue, which is in Ybor City, right across from Academy Prep. Now, this house, it disappeared. This house used to be the corner house, and then there was a large yard. So they cleared out the large yard, cut down the trees, and put another house on the corner. So if I had not gone to check like God told me to, as I'm talking to you about 1316 East 15th Avenue, corner lot, you would go there and see the White House that they have put on the corner, on the direct corner. And you would think she either doesn't know what she's talking about, she's mistaken, or she is like they are suggesting crazy. So after I left that house, Donnie's house, and I don't know if his real name is Donnie Dwayne Flowers, these down low coven of men who have sex with one another and they pretend to love women so that they can steal from women and children. I am alleging, they they use different names and things. So I don't know what the truth is. I know he told me his name was Donnie Dwayne Flowers. He told me he was a surgeon at St. Joseph's Hospital. He got up, if I spent the night there, he got up every morning very early to be to work at 6:30, and he went to work 30 minutes early. And with his, wrinkled St. Joseph's scrubs on and his mask and the little covering that they put on their heads. I guess he could really be a surgeon. I don't know. I never checked into his background to find out whether or not he was telling the truth or not. But what I can say is a lot of my money came up missing. My car, my 2011 Dodge Caliber, is missing. I was evicted from my childhood home, me, four of my children, and my nephew, Alexander Malik Thompson. We were evicted June 2nd, 2022. Now, right before, a couple of days before I was put out, Donnie rolled up in my driveway and I got in the car and I said, "What's going on, Donnie?" And he was very quiet, like, um, and he pulled out about four sets of keys, but he didn't have any complete sentences. So he knew what was going on, and that's why I'm riding him, because he was supposed to be my friend, and he knew what was going on, and he didn't tell his friend the truth. So I know that he knows what's going on, and I know that he was a part of what happened. So I'm just documenting
All
my
right, so I'm at the bus
movements
stop here
after
at
I
Hillsborough
left,
Community College.
making the short at his
Move slow.
house.
I know it's hard to zone
I
in on
went
things
to
when
get on the bus.
can you see
So
HCC on the building? Probably not. HCC, it's grainy. This is a cheap. Okay. So I'm here. What's my ID number?
I got on the bus
I can't
right
even
in
see the
front of
ID number, but there it
HCC.
is. Some of these could be the FBI, CIA, Secret Service, but let me see. No, that's a van, so that's not the same car. The car that was parked at Donnie's house looked like it rolled past twice. That's Tico. I see those trucks often. So I'm just scanning. Okay. All right, so I'm at the bus stop here at Hillsborough Community College.
I have very low quality devices. Got these from what's the name of that place? Metro PCS. So basically, let's see. Okay, ID theft victim follow up. Donnie Dwayne Flowers. I showed that one. Donnie Dwayne Flowers, are you under a new name? Are you Lawrence Alexander Cambridge, Rita Cambridge, or Aileen
God has
Atkins?
been hounding me about follow-up,
Okay,
so
so
I finally got out into the world this brisk day, and I'm following up. This is the corner where I was waiting for my son to be picked up. That's Academy Prep right there. You can't really see it. This house that you're looking at was not here. That was a field. And the greenhouse over there, Donnie and his dog was walking out there. And that's where I met him. So I want to know where my money and shit is. I don't really care too much where he is. I don't care at all where he is. I want to know where is my stolen trust fund, my inheritance, and etc. So this is, let's see, this is 15th Avenue and this is Republic Day, Cuba. So we're going to continue on our journey. God has been hounding me about follow-up.
okay,
So
so these are shorts.
I finally got out into the world this brisk day, and I'm
Let me make sure. When I'm out in the world and people are following me, okay, download coven. Males dress as females for new identity.
all right. So I'm at the bus stop here at Hillsborough Community College. Move slow. I know it's hard to zone in on things when can you see HCC on the building? Probably not.
This took place
HCC is
January
grainy.
22nd,
This is a cheap.
2020.
Okay. So I'm here. What's my ID number?
Okay, so I've already played that one. So one of the things my brother did when he stole two of our properties that directly behind Florida Sentinel, 2212 East Mallory Avenue, and 2210 East Mallory Avenue. He combined the two properties. And so it appears that 2212 East Mallory Avenue doesn't exist. But if you look under Alva Atkins or Ava Atkins, they both lived in that property. If you look under Daisy Scarborough's water bill history, that property existed. So you would be able to still find that property. You just got to do a deep search. And remember the corruption that exists in the clerk's office. I am alleging that many of the clerks have been paid off. So they favor my brother because he pays them to keep his secrets and to misinform people. Let's see if this address still exists. So I'm going in to put 1316 East 15th Avenue to see if it still exists. Okay, so they still have that as 1316 East 15th Avenue. Now, what I think, okay, so there's the house that they put down. So, what I am suggesting, and there's Academy Prep. So, what I'm suggesting is this house may become 1316 East 15th Avenue. And so, God has me continuing to check on these people. You see that? Right now, this greenhouse is still listed as 1316 East 15th Avenue. So, let's see what they're going to do with that. That's now on the corner. That's either going to become 1318 East 15th Avenue or they're going to move the address 1316 East 15th Avenue over to this property and then call this B, maybe. Okay? So I'm not sure what they'll be doing. This property here was once a little small house. Donnie's friend lived here, a Caucasian male. He ended up dying, and this is what it turned into, this large 2-story home. So, you know, in life, if you don't check on things, they change. And so I'm going to go now to my mom's house, 1316 Kill Place. Kill Place. Let's see what comes up. See if we can find a picture. Deutsche National Trust. Let's see. Versus Anthony Atkins. You see how it just has my brother's name? He claims that my mother put him down as the executor of her will. I don't believe it. I believe she put me down, but he removed me and put himself down. But my mom gave each of her children 25%. Let's see. No. Bank of New York, Mellon versus State of Florida Department of Revenue, Miami County. What that is? Bass, Hillard, dismissed. Declaration judgment. Perhaps I need to just go back. Okay, so Deutsche Bank National Trust Company and Atkins Aileen, that's me, D. Alva Melreen Atkins, that's my oldest sister. Anthony K. Atkins. And then Ava R. Atkins, that's my youngest sister. Clerk of the Circuit Court, Hillsborough County of Florida, Selena Gilly. That's Anthony's youngest daughter's mother. Morgan Stanley Mortgage. Capital Holdings. I don't know what that is. Sandy Simon. That is my brother, his first daughter's mother. State of Florida Department of Revenue. That's child support. And then unknown heirs and lien holders. Estate of Dorothy Atkins. Judge Gregory P. Holder. Let's see. That Pallades people are not here. See how this lady is? It says she's an attorney. But when I last went to Gabriel Properties to try to talk to Mr. G, let's see. Let me go over there. Okay, Gabriel Properties. When I went over there trying to talk to Mr. G, the lady told me that that Natalie person was a accountant, not an attorney. I don't know if she knows what she's talking about. I'm assuming she does. Let's see if Jervik Holdings is still a company. When you have companies, you can change names. Okay, so Jervik Property. That says Jervis, not Jervik. So Jervik Holdings. I'm just going to go in and put Holdings. That's the name of the company we got the $30,000 loan from back in 2008 on the properties. 6010 North 32nd Street. So it says Jervik Holdings, detail by entity name, search Sunbiz, event administration dissolution for annual report, event filed 9/24/2021. So they got rid of this company maybe in 2021. They had a bunch of companies under out of California in Hyde Park. They have this little a nice cute little restaurant that I don't know how to do this. How to let me see if I can. Okay, so I'm back on live. That's the alarm going off. So let's see. And you have to pardon me. I'm still comfortable, so I'm not sitting up erect. Florida Limited Liability Company, Jervik Holdings, filing information. Inactive. Administration dissolution for annual report. So they got rid of this company. But you see, it's the same address as the Gabriel company. Gabriel. Registered agent, name and address, John C. Garcia. Title, management, Joseph Gugino. Gugino. Okay, so that must be Mr. G. They have been trying to keep me from talking to him so that I can't get the truth, and that's unfortunate. But when you are doing fraudulent things, that's the way you roll. So my brother's company is Milestone Construction. Well, he's said a couple of names, but let's look up Milestone and see what comes up. I don't have any active companies, but I am hearing that somebody's put a PPP loan in my name, which means they had to put a business in my name. Some kind of trucking company is what I'm hearing. I don't know. Okay, Milestone Construction in Springdale. What is that? Arkansas? AR would be Arkansas. Milestone Construction in California. Milestone Construction in Syracuse, Indiana. Milestone Construction in New Haven, Connecticut. So let's go. Which one should we look at, Lord? LLC. Let's go here. Milestone Construction Group, LLC. See if we can get any particulars. Senior housing. So maybe this is why he stole my inheritance and me and my children have to live on Skid Row so that he can spread himself out and look like he's some great businessman. That's what I'm thinking. I don't see names. I don't see names. So no doubt he's partnered with other people. Let's see. Let's see. Let me go look up my probate attorney, my Laura Gallo, the lady that I hired to help me do a bankruptcy case to save our property at 6010 North 32nd Street. Okay, that's Gallo Law. Okay. Let's go to About. $2815 West Waters Avenue. It's on Waters. Bankruptcy. Laura. The Florida Bar. Let's see. Maybe it's time for me to file a formal complaint against her. She got me to sign papers and then completely deceived me and then wouldn't answer any of my questions. I signed the papers. I'm her client, so, but she acted like she was working for my brother. She specifically told me I couldn't file bankruptcy. I needed to go through my brother to do anything. I said, why? He owns the same 25% of the property that I own. Why? Why? And she wouldn't say any more. Letitia Karima Penn was sitting there in the meeting with me, acting like she didn't know what was going on. I'm sure she has a copy of it because Letitia records everything, but she's not going to help me. Bar number 89335, 2815 West Waters Avenue. Why did I think I was on Bush? Why did I think I was on Bush? On Gun Highway. Did she move? Let me go back. Did she relocate her office? And this is what I'm saying about checking up when you have a Gun Highway. Let's see. Maybe she has two offices. Nope. Waters. Okay, well, I don't think I need to say more about her. Let's go look up some of these other folk. Judge Cheryl Thomas. Let's see. Judge Cheryl K. Thomas. Yep, that's her. I keep sending motions to her, and I'm not getting anywhere. Not getting any kind of responses. And even if I were crazy, even crazy people deserve to be responded to. They, well, judges in the 13th Judicial Circuit Court don't don't take kindly to you handwriting your motion. Sometimes when you're in a situation, you don't have time to leave and go to the library, go back home to your computer, and type things up. If it's a pressing matter, it behooves you to get a blank sheet of paper and write your own motion and submit it into the court so that you can get relief as soon as possible. And in my case, they try to Judge Ronald Figueroa. I went to his office and spoke with his bailiff. Let's see. We got things moving around here. Try not to kick my computer. I'm trying to finish this up. Okay. I'm trying to see what the verdict is for him, because I'm being told that he is retired and he has been replaced by Christopher Sabella. So let's see. But there is no, let's see. As a judge in the 13th Judicial Circuit Court, he left office in 2023. Maybe, okay, maybe he is now. Well, this guy didn't do right by me. Chief Judge. So let's see. They said his successor is Logan Murphy. Now, let's go back. They told me that the new chief judge is Ronald Figueroa. I'm sorry, Christopher Sabella. Christopher Sabella. Let's see. Christopher Sabella, 13th Judicial Circuit Court. Let's see. It says he's the new chief judge. 13th Judicial Circuit Court. The Honorable Christopher Sabella is the chief judge for the 13th Judicial Circuit Court of the state of Florida. Let's see. So let's go back. There's a lot of corruption in the world. So when I went to his office and asked to be placed on his calendar, his judicial assistant told me I can never meet the chief judge, which makes me feel like that there's some corruption going on. And these people, they figure, oh, she'll go away soon. You know, we'll take all of her trust fund and all of her properties and kill her, and then we can go back to normal. And I work real hard to keep abreast of the changes. I don't go down there anymore trying to get assistance because they lie to me. I do keep filing complaint. Bailiff Thomas O'Manzi. So why have the court bailiffs or some citizens choose to use Ways and Means to deliver court orders? Joan Manzi, 20th Circuit Court. So Bailiff Manzi does not come up in a search. I'm not sure why. Let's see. The attorney that did me the most damage is a judge in the 13th Judicial Circuit Court. That is Barbara Twine Thomas. See if she's still around. Many times when people do corrupt things, they will say, oh, you know, that person left, they're on leave, they're sick. Sometimes they'll lie and tell you the person died. So it appears that she is still a part of the 13th Judicial Circuit Court. And many times when they do corrupt things, they get promotions instead of being reprimanded. And that happened in her case. She was my attorney for my family law. When they legally kidnapped my children and just took them out of my care and custody, terminated my parental rights. Let's see, who is her husband? Ooh, yep. Looks like that karma is getting the best of you, Judge. Yeah, looks like it. Henry E. Thomas. He died. Okay, in 2023. And he could have faked his death and took an insurance policy. There's this major scam in my hometown where people are faking their deaths and buying new identities and cashing out large insurance policies. I don't know if he is truly dead or not. Yeah, but looking at the date, I would say he faked his death. Born on the 18th, died on the 18th. Because, you know, you can pick the day of your death and you just try to make it be something that's easy to remember. I was born on the 18th, died on the 18th, and then you switch up the months. But He probably faked his death and he's probably alive and well. In all truthfulness, now, what was the next thing I wanted to do? For some reason, I want to look up Anna Clark. Gainesville, Florida. What's the name of that company that I signed up with her, Primerica? You know, people destroy your lives with their desires to advance their lives, and they don't even care about how it affects you. And that's just really unfortunate now. The primary financial service office that I used to go to was on Bush, and she and her husband, James, owned it. So let's look at C. Yeah, that's the office. I signed up to sell Primerica insurance with Anna Clark. That's Annie Clark. I don't know Annie Clark. So let's go back over here to C. And I don't know her married name. This is Del Mabry Highway. This is that same place where that home. Let's see. Let's look up Dr. Lisa Gaze. One of the Dr. Lisa G. I don't know how to spell her name. AIES. So, gave me some other crap. She might have married. Okay, so GAIES psychologist. Okay. GAIES, so that is correct. Dr. Lisa Gaze, clinical psychologist. She's paid by the courts to do sham psychological evaluations so that they can have legitimate so-called proof to steal people's children. And Dr. Gustavo Quadra. Dr. Gustavo Quadra. Let's see, Dr. Gustavo J. Quadra. He's another quack. He did a so-called psychological evaluation the day that I was to give birth to my children. He was a, what do you call it? One of the doctors that came to Morton Plant Meats Hospital. He is affiliated with Morton Plant Meats Hospital. Dr. Gustavo Quadra, MD, is a psychiatrist in Clearwater, Florida, and has over 25 years of experience in the medical field. He graduated from the University of South Florida. Well, let's go back because he must have graduated after that. He's affiliated in 1996. I was in the hospital in 2004. He is affiliated with medical facilities such as Morton Plant Hospital and Sarasota Memorial Hospital. He is accepting new patients and telehealth appointments. About me, he graduated from another country's from another country and then came here to get another degree. So maybe he's lying, but I'm sure if people dig hard enough, they can find out his truthful background. So let's look up Morton Plant Meese Hospital. Children from my womb. Those ones never made it home, and they stole my placentas. Morton Plant, maybe Meese decided to get out of it. But I'm going to put in Meese Hospital because when I was there in 2004, it was Morton Plant Meese Hospital. Morton Plant Hospital. Yeah, that's it. So let's see if Dr. Louis Paleo is still there. Is it Pa? I have to try to remember the spellings. Paleo. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Yeah, that's him. Dr. Louis Paolio. And it's probably a Spanish name. I'm probably not even saying it right. He's the doctor that really did me in too over there at Morton Plant Meese Hospital. And Dr. Pettigrew was head of the department at that time. So let's see if Dr. Pettigrew is still. I'm sure they're all still practicing once you spend that kind of time and energy to get those degrees. You have to be paying back student loans for years. Pettigrew, I think. I don't remember exactly, but let's try this and see what comes up. Pettigrew David C. Adam Pettigrew, Infectious Disease Services of Georgia. I don't recall his first name. Let's just put Morton. Hospital. See if he's still connected to them. Okay, so they didn't come up together. All right. Let's put Morton Plant Meese Hospital. Aileen Atkins. twin, fraternal twin birth. Fraternal twin birth. See if anything comes up. There were a couple of okay, so Morton Plant Meese Hospital, Aileen Atkins paternal twin birth. Nothing comes up. Unclaimed property website. Result for twins. Okay. Let's see. Aileen Atkins activist. Let's see. Okay, so Mayor won't be bridesmaid of honor. She'll just do the honors. June 18, 2005, Aileen D. Atkins, a Tampa activist, has filed papers signaling her intent to run for District 6 position. I thought I did 7. I always do the district wide. That's not me. Last minute qualifier, shake up school board. And July 14th, 2024, Aileen Atkins and Ashley Hartfield did not qualify. Yeah, I was waiting on my inheritance to pay my $4,000 filing fee. You can either pay the $4,000 filing fee or you can get a signature for every dollar, basically. And let me put trust fund. Aileen E.N. Aileen T.K.I.N.S. So let's see, trust fund. You can shop and have fun right from your phone. 270. I'm so grateful for all of those who trust me. I am alleging that my name was sold by my family. And this person, and this could be a business that was given to me, willed to me, but they are keeping it from me. Just because you see pictures on profiles don't mean it's a real profile. Now this lady looks white, but years ago she looked Spanish. So just because it's on here doesn't mean it's real. You'd have to go and hunt her down, probably get a private investigator and find out what her real name, where she was really born, that kind of thing. Years ago, I took the Bob Hogue class to sell real estate, and I didn't realize that my family was into fraud and into selling your name, your whole identity. I had no clue. It took me many years of suffering to figure out what was going on. But thanks be to God, I finally started becoming privy to just some of the things that are happening behind the scenes. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if they have any connections. Let's see. Disqualified. Let's see how this works out. Okay, run for election for an at-large seat of Hillsborough County, Florida. Disqualified.